My name is Steven. I'm originally from Corona, California in the Inland Empire, Southern California. I struggled with substances for years. The minute I found out that substances could quiet my emotions, I was sold. Growing up, I was always a sensitive kid. I always felt like I felt emotions on a greater scale, and I didn't necessarily know how to cope with them. So later on in my life, maybe after high school, I was introduced into opiates, and that was what worked for me in that time. It shut down my emotions. It was able to kind of bridge the gap of me being so sensitive and me being able to deal with real life stressors. The opiates took over my life for almost 4 years and completely turned my life upside down. And I woke up every day just hopeless, really. Became depressed because I knew deep down that I had potential to do, great things, but I wasn't measuring up to those. I ended up coming to Treehouse. My mother and my sister found this program for me. And through Treehouse, through actually getting sober, I found out how to deal with who I truly am. I learned how to cope with my emotions and how I feel them on a greater scale, which people who go through and deal with substance abuse, we do feel emotions on a greater scale. And that wasn't something I even knew or heard of. So just understanding that and the education practices and the self-study that I did, I learned how to deal with my emotions in a proper manner. I now have over 3 years sober. My purpose is to give back, to help anyone who calls. If it's a loved one, if it's you yourself calling, it's part of my living amends, and something that I want to do is give back to people, is to help people. I want to be able to help other moms get help for their son. I want to be able to help other sisters get help for their brother. I want to be able to help you if you're calling on behalf of yourself. Whatever I can do to help. If you call Treehouse, you're going to be speaking to me. I can relate my story. I know about Treehouse because I went through Treehouse. I'm an actual graduate, again, over 3 years sober, and I just truly want to help whoever calls.